Hello, MIT 219 students. This is Dr. White. I'll be your instructor for this course. If you've had me for a course before, you can see that the layout is very similar. And if you're in my MIT 205 class, it's almost identical. So I just want to give you a little tour, okay? So if you have a question or you find an error, please post it here. Okay, I do not require you to purchase new books for this semester since you just purchased CPT and ICD-10 books for last semester in your 204. However, codes change every year in January, or CPT codes change every year in January, so you could find an error. All right, so if you find one and you're not sure, just post it here. I check it every morning. If you have a question, it may already be answered right here. Okay? So here is your start here. So we have some information on the course. We have my information, how to contact me, all that good thing. Your syllabus, email guidelines, your syllabus acknowledgement, which you need to complete this by the 18th at 8, or I'll have to report you as a no-show. So this is like you're coming to class the first week of school, okay? And then this is your weekly schedule, okay? So let's go over the syllabus real quick. So this is my contact information. I do have a text number. It's not a personal cell number. It's actually an app, so it only takes text. So if you need to text me, you can do that. The best way to reach me is really email. But if you can't access your email and you want to text me, you can. Just please make sure you tell me who you are and what class it is. Okay? I may or may not be able to answer you if it's in the evening, depending on if I have my materials at home. Okay? There is no physical textbook. It's an ebook. McGraw-Hill doesn't even print the textbook. It is the same book for 205. So if you're in that class and you see that it looks like the same book, that is correct. Okay. So this class, the purpose of this class is to help you prepare for the CPC exam. All right. So this is all the similar syllabus statements. Here's how you grade. Okay. So we essentially have assignments and 3 exams. In the grade center, you're going to see a column called overall grade. That is your current grade, which means it has these weights attached to everything. Okay, so you can't just add up your points and divide it by the total points, because that's not going to give you an accurate grade. Okay? Alright, so all of our assignments except for the syllabus acknowledgement are due on Sunday nights at 10:59 Central Time. Okay, so here's your weekly schedule again, which is the same thing. That's under the Start Here section. Okay? You do not have to buy a HCPCS book. I will give you everything that you need. However, you will need a HCPCS book for the CPC exam. Okay, we'll talk more about that as we go along. Here's some email guidelines. So if you email me, please adhere to these so that your email gets a response. You need to check your grades at least weekly to make sure. Your grades will sync from McGraw-Hill to connect to Blackboard. You will have to launch your assignments from Blackboard in order for that to happen. Okay? Since this is an online class, we do have a workplace ethics agreement here at Sky. So if you don't turn in an assignment within 14 calendar days, unless you have worked ahead, you'll be dropped from the course. If it's before spring break, you'll get a W. If it's after, you will get an E, a failing grade. Okay. I don't really accept late work or makeup work. Okay. Everything is open except for the final exam. So I encourage you to work ahead. Get started now. Work ahead while you can, and that way, when and if something happens, which it's inevitable, something will happen to throw you off track, you won't be in a bind because you'll already be ahead and you won't be missing assignments. Okay? I don't anticipate any extra credit. If they come available, I will post an announcement on Blackboard. Okay? So here's everything I just told you. Okay? Alright, and then here's some help and reference stuff if you need that. And then you'll see every week we have the dates. So everything is due on this date at midnight. Now there's nothing due on week 1, but go ahead and do your syllabus acknowledgement and get that done. Okay? So if you are in my 205 class, you'll see that you have also an introduction video. I'm pretty sure the questions are exactly the same. You can use one video for both classes. You just have to post the link in both classes. So what you'll do is you'll upload it to YouTube, you'll make your link unlisted, and you'll post the link. Okay? Now in 205, if you're in my 205 class, you have chapter exercises and what we call exam practice questions, EPQs. Okay? So you'll go through, in 205, you'll go through one full-length practice test. In 219, you will go through 2 full-length practice tests. So if you're in both classes, by the time you get to the end of the semester, you will have gone through 3 full-length practice tests, okay, to help prepare you for the CPC exam. Okay? So you will see, your assignments, you will see the section of the CPC exam. So there's going to be a section on medical terminology. There's going to be a section on practice management. Okay? Then we get into reimbursement, and then we start our first section of the CPT book. Okay? So you'll see our topic is the section of the CPT book that we're going to cover. It covers the CPT and ICD-10 codes. Okay? Now, I have put E&M down here at the very end for a couple reasons. Okay? Because E&M codes changed a lot, so I need the publisher to have time to catch up to revise their assignments or their answers in their test bank or their question bank. Okay? And then the one difference between 219 and 205 is we have to do an audit form. Okay, so I have to kind of introduce you to what an audit form will look like. So we'll do that down here at the very end. XPICS, again, you don't need to purchase a book. Okay? So everything except the final is open. You can go ahead and start. I will post an announcement at least every Monday, probably more often. So you need to check your grades every week to make sure that everything's synced correctly. Everything should be automatically synced from Connect to Blackboard, but just in case you have questions, and then you need to check your announcements at least twice a week, because if something changes, if something comes up, if I find out something we need to change, it's going to be an announcement. That's how I'm going to communicate everything to you. Okay? So go ahead and get started. Post your questions here. If you have any questions, just post them here. Let me know. And I look forward to a great semester.